Hey guys, it's me, Giga, on my Giga Camo account, and, well, all you've seen me do is upload Tale of Four Dragons. It's because it's the easiest thing to make an upload. Just make a few parts one day, and then just upload them all. The series will be soon, but then something popped up that I was gonna upload one more, and I will after this video. It will be the second part to the, one of Jeff's story. Well, I was going to upload that and maybe even a top 5 favorite of each element sort of deal, but there was something that made me stop right in my tracks. The Frito Lay was revealed, as well as a leak about one particular character. Okay, you've probably been staring at the screen for a minute by now, and since you have already read the title, High Five is the winner. Yeah, kinda obvious, kinda dragon-ish beats all. In my opinion, I think it was the Frito Lay that got the best treatment. It's a good thing too, because he's possibly the best designed of the three. Believe me, I really liked High Five. He was my favorite Skylander for the longest time, even though we knew no info. He's coming back to my favorites, and as you can see, High Five is all cute and stuff. What made many people were mad at the Frito Lays, whether it was Batspin's name, which, honestly, if you hate Batspin, you hate Whamshell. Very similar. And you will probably hate Flipwreck's story. To be honest, it could use some updating, but other than that, I think that's pretty much what fan fiction probably is, and besides, that stuff really doesn't matter. It's nice and all, but it shouldn't destroy a character. However, most people could agree when coming to the Frito Lay characters that High Five was easily the one better treated. He seemed to be the most balanced of treatment. He had a good backstory, not like I think many people like Batspin's more, even though I preferred High Five's story. And many people thought Flipwreck had the better name, and High Five had the second best, even though I think High Five had the better name, to be honest. It fits him very well. And, so he was sort of the balanced character of this. He didn't lack in anything, it's just that he needed a bit more in each category. Well, Toys for Bob proved once again that it could do a lot better with Vicarious Visions, and High Five won this contest. There was originally a contest held, and we thought that all the Frito Lay characters, only one would make it, and then the other two would be cut. And, well, that didn't happen because we learned easily on the day of the tablet trailer that all of them would come back. And High Five I could barely make out, but now I can. And even so, High Five looks amazing in-game. And also, another thing that is cool, is that, they all got to be in, so, we all get to play as our favorites. If you hate High Five, but maybe you like Batspin or Flipwreck, and then you could play as them, and you don't have to play as High Five. I personally think he turned out very well, and he's very well in the top 3, maybe even number 1. Just need a bit more of his gameplay, and that's where the second thing comes in. The next thing is a contest that they had, which is the more recent one. We thought it would be to keep the name, and Batspin and High Five had prototype names, Berserker for High Five and Frightened Gal for Batspin. And these were just prototype names, possibly. Maybe these were the names of Skylanders, and they just need to pick 3 of the existing characters and just erase their names and backstories and all, so the fans could decide on them. It's very possible, but it's odd that Flipwreck didn't get a prototype. But High Five, today the winner was confirmed to be High Five. And also Skylanders' dad, from Skylanders Boy and Girl. While I'm not a fan of their videos, I'm much more towards One of Wisdom, who gives much more informative stuff and doesn't put too much comedy in. It's nice to have comedy, but I just don't want the review videos. It just gets annoying. It's either one or the other, and one of Wisdom is more informative than other users. He makes an unboxing which could be 3 minutes into 30 minutes, and I really like that. Many people call that boringness, but the way how I see it, he goes really in depth with the characters and stuff, and I personally modeled my unboxing videos like him. And before I get off track with anything, you probably want to see a new image. Here is High Five Soul Gem that I forget her name she found. And it straight up confirms here, High Five. So yeah, if you didn't already know, this is an official name now. There's another picture of High Five, and looking cutely. Then these are pictures I found on other sites. This appears to be High Five. His model looks much more creepier for some odd reason, but I don't care too much. High Five looks amazing. And he looks much more like a bug than a dragon, which kind of odd. And here is the part where it comes. What I guess this contest was for, since High Five won, apparently there's a deal on October, I forget what, I think it was the 13th. It'll be in the description of the video. Yeah, it says the 13th. Through October 13th through December 31st, you can enter in a contest to win High Five early. As I said earlier in the video, High Five is my favorite Skylander. He still is, and he probably always will be. It's Camo 2.0, mixed with a bit of Drobot and a bit of Zap. My 3 favorite Skylanders from Spyro's Adventure. Man, if this game wasn't already taking a lot of nostalgic memories from Spyro's Adventure and awesomeness from Giants, and just mashing it and getting rid of some stuff I hated in Swap Force, this game looks perfect. And this proves that they do, in fact, listen to their fans. So, I don't care what any of you say that they don't listen to fans. This contest is made around fans, and it will forever be a great part of history for Skylanders. And the green is just wonderful, and you could win High Five, and it's treated the same way as the Frito Lay characters, except this time High Five is all on his own, and with no bat split bin or flip wreck with him. He's just on his own this time, and you need to get an app apparently, and I only saw 2 comments, and from what I saw, the one person liked it, and then the other one said it crashed, so it's required to get High Five, so I'm probably getting it, but I'm kind of worried at the same time. And then here's his Soul Gem. Interesting enough, it has to do with fruit. Apples, to be exact. Wow. Sorry, Camo, but this guy beat you to the apples. Apples have been only one of the few healthy foods that I can actually eat without really not tasting well. I can only really eat, like, apples, blueberries, and green beans and stuff. But this is what... The apples isn't the part that I was interested. It's the word after... No, the word before that. Slam. This means that High Five will most certainly have a slam attack of some sort. Like Spyro's, head charge thing, like his Soul Gem, like, where he can ground the thing. Not his head charge, but, like, sort of the Earth Pound. No. As proven in the Soul Gem trailer, because that Skylanders' dad showed, he had a dash very similar to Zone, which is Black Zone's bottom half, Roller Brawl, and Drobot. More elements from Drobot. And yes, this is in fact a speedy character. It's sort of a you charge it, then he goes flying at an incredible pace. In my opinion, I'd rather have that than something like Zaps where you press B, they immediately start going. I'd rather have my charge up, because at least with those ones, they go on forever, while Zaps right after it's done, you have to hit B again. And not to mention, you also have to hold B. So, I think I much prefer High Five's dash. And besides, the way his wings are, it'd be insanely hard to program it to fly high in the sky. So, I honestly think the dash for him is perfect. And that's really it. I'm gonna go to the, this one because I think it's the coolest picture. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I kind of saved these. You know what? I'm actually gonna show you an article on DarkSpyro. There's my DarkSpyro account, Giga Camo. I sort of, right now, am representing my good champion here, my good friend, High Five. And this is my first time showing DarkSpyro. It's a really reliable site. I used it when I got on into Skylanders. I've always used it. It's how I get new news, and I pretty much made a lot of friends on there. It's a great site. Even if you don't like Skylanders, there's always, like, role-playing and stuff. And the user by the name of... Oh, sorry. I cannot pronounce that whatsoever. But he won $100,000 of scholarship. Congratulations, man. You deserved it. This guy is amazing. And also to High Five, many people complained about his backstory. It's fixed, dudes. Toys for Bob proved how kind they are, and they added more to High Five's backstory. If you look here, it says High Five, right up to the word dragonflies. That's as far as his backstory was. But they seem to have added on that with their own little thing. In my opinion, I do not mind Toys for Bob adding on to fan-made things. That just makes them better, in my opinion. And yeah, it's sort of the thing. Luckily, yeah, it sort of involves enemies, but then again, there's not really much you can do nowadays. I mean, yeah, the first one had stuff like Drobots or Camos where they just simply talked about stuff. But enemies make it more interesting in my eyes. I don't know. Unless you go crazy with Swap Force where everyone was like... this is how I could sum up Swap Force backstories. Character has some sort of problem or is just Gary or Mary Sue. Village, or isn't even that, or just has a lot of problems. Villains come to raid their village. They win the fight. Join Skylanders. Heck, I could even join the Skylanders by that logic. All I'd have to do is wait till some wild animal came up to my house and beat them, and then just join the Skylanders. And these new ones seem to be a lot more interesting. I mean, this one, yeah, involves enemies with the whole, let me see, with the, actually, you know what, I'll read it to you because I'm so kind as a person. High Five is one of the most skilled sky racers of all the dragonflies, but as the fifth son of royal high-flying dragonflies, he was not allowed to enter any of the racing tournaments that took place each year because of his age. Wow, poor guy. Instead, he was forced to watch from the sidelines as his four older brothers completed and coveted a trophy of Sparks, which legends said holds magical properties. More Sparks cameos. Guys, if you aren't going to get your new Spyro game, you might as well listen to them. They're still bringing up Sparks, even though he didn't appear since Spyro's Adventure in a really, really forgettable adventure pack to most. I mean, the Dragon Speak was cool, but because of what it did with Vathic, but just, kind of disappointing. But on the 3DS, it's amazing. You get to fight him. And, one year during the biggest race event of the season, High Five learned that the troll racing team had stolen the valuable trophy and were going to use the race to cover their escape. That's sort of interesting. You know what? That's a lot better than what Vicarious Vision has done. these enemies are smart enough. They just don't go charging in. No, they're actually using this as a distraction. And not only that, while High Five, while no one was looking and everyone was fascinated by this race, they went up and stole the trophy. That's actually really clever. I wouldn't be surprised if Threat Pack was competing just so the trolls were there and that people would not see them. In fact, Threat Pack should have been in this. He and High Five look to be sort of rivals. And he quickly took action, jumping into the race using his amazing flying skills to weave and dodge his way to the front of the pack, where he caught up to the trolls and brought them down. For his actions, High Five was given the Trophy of Sparks. Can I see it? Even more importantly, he was made a Skylander, where he now helps protect Skylands from any evildoers. All I could say is this is the day of my life. If you look here, you can actually check, like, right here, on Dark, how long we have. After this video, I'm uploading a Tale of Four Dragons. It's probably going to be pretty late, because this is going to take a long time to render, but the 16 minutes I've spent are really good, and I'm informing you that High Five did, in fact, yes, win. And to all the High Five fans there, you will get your chance. Just wait. As for now, I guess all we have to do is just sit back, live our normal lives, and just wait till October 5th, 3rd, and I believe 10th. I'm not sure. I've only been really... But it's nice to see that the Frito Lay was confirmed right before the game. I would have hated to see what would happen if they still didn't announce it when the game was out. So, as for now, enjoy your days. Enjoy a new Tales of Four Dragons. Oh, by the way, I will upload more than just Tale of Four Dragons. It's sort of the easiest thing to upload, and it's sort of one of those things that I can upload in a day, while my actual videos I have to put time and concentration in. I'll tell you that the next one has to do something with Jeff and Drobot and the evil gang from the camp series. Oh, by the way, maybe I should bring back the camp series next summer. Well, this is me, Giga Camo, and I'm going to say this loud and proud. High Five rules, and high five to all High Five fans.